We want to turn now to Jeremy Locke. He's the co-founder of Aerial Recovery. It's a nonprofit organization that offers support and disaster relief response. And Jeremy, you and I actually spent some time together in Asheville, North Carolina. Just last week, you and your team on the ground there helping victims of Helene. Now you've raced down to Florida with your team to be one of the first groups on the ground there to help people in need, Jeremy. And I understand that the help started overnight, 7 rescues so far. What can you tell us about those, and are those folks okay?
Yeah, those folks are, thank God they're okay. Floodwaters were coming pretty quickly into their house. And luckily, the way we get a lot of our tips are from social media. And we were able to get down there and guided in by family members that were trying to reach them. But these waters were chest high, and we were fortunately able to get a pregnant mother out, a 2-year-old, and 4 other individuals, as well as a dog last night.
Man, you must have been a sight for sore eyes for people who were there, and I can only imagine how dramatic those moments were when you helped them out of their homes. Did anyone explain why they were there? I know there were a million warnings to get out, and everyone has their own, philosophy. What'd they tell you?
They just seemed grateful that we were there, to be honest. And, I would just imagine it's probably an economic situation causing for them not to be able to evacuate from the area. But fortunately, we were there. We were able to help. It seemed that most of the residents in that area had evacuated, and they just got caught in the storm surge. And luckily, we were able to find them.
And I mean, the sun is just coming up. I think everybody's trying to get a handle on the damage just from what your vantage point and what you've seen. How extensive does it seem to be?
Well, I've been looking at a lot of damage here in the last couple weeks, and North Carolina is really torn up. As we're getting down here and the daylight's starting to break, we're in South Sarasota. There's no power out here. I think there's millions of residents without power. We're going to make our way up and put our boat in and start getting on the water to help people out. But we're seeing power lines down, trees broken, roofs coming off, boats in the middle of the roads. There was some very heavy winds and high water, definitely.
Jeremy, you and your team, you do God's work. And when we were talking last week in North Carolina, you got volunteers who volunteer their time, a lot of folks volunteering equipment, and then you go in, you're saving, pregnant moms and 2-year-olds. On a personal level, how does it make you feel when these folks look at you after you've essentially helped save some of their lives and they say thank you?
Oh, yes, sir. And I know I can speak for my team. I spent 20 years in the U.S. Army and 10 in the Special Forces. And there was a lot of times I saw a lot of people in need, and it wasn't my mission. But at Aerial Recovery, we are making the human beings our mission. And we're able to go out and help people that are in very desperate and dire situations. So it really fills our cup up. Absolutely.
Jeremy, I think it's just so remarkable. Social media, you guys go out there, you save lives, incredible work. We just want to say thank you so much. We appreciate you being on with us.
Be safe.
It's our pleasure. Thank you.
Be safe.
Thank you.
Mr. Rogers says, look for the helpers.
Look for the helpers.
There's one of the helpers.
And by the way, they go from one natural disaster to the next.
Amazing.
That's all they do all year. And by the way, if you're watching or you're listening right now and you want to help, we've got more information, lots more information on ways to help the hurricane victims on our website, today.com.
Hey, thanks for watching. Don't miss the Today Show every weekday at 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 Pacific on our streaming channel, Today All Day. To watch, head to today.com/allday or click the link right here.